of the aristocrats scenario. I mean, these are not like, that's not the last three. I'm probably gonna do it periodically here and there, maybe not broadcast it, I don't know. Let's do it now. Okay. So, this is where we left off. Right.
A rich, older southern gentleman. You know, a nice old boy. It's called the Naughty Sandman. It's exactly what it sounds like.
It seems a little too on the nose. And other things. So, we're just gonna do... So, I hear you have a joke for me. Yeah, let's just do it.
It's extremely simple, a typical family act. They go on and tell the story of how they came to America. They tap into the great American tradition of immigration. The twist is, they perform it like this.
A little something like this. Oh god, I hope it's not delapsing or influenza. It's not.
It's inappropriate, it's obscene, it's vulgar. They say the names of the people in the act, to make it seem like you're really there. It seems innocent enough. Until someone gets stabbed to death and they summon Satan.
In that order? I should be the agent thing in that order. But I don't want to interrupt the momentum.
It's hilarious. It'll be the next big thing. It's called the Aristocrats. You stare at Norton, a cruel grin on his face. You think to yourself, I could pull your legs and say that maybe your act means that the entire generation of comedians has gotten so untalented and boring they've resorted to the oldest form of shock humor in the book. Or I could actually tell him it's called the Aristocrats.
Okay. Well, or you could consider it a joke that is actually a joke meant for joke tellers to tell each other. Periodically during long road trips between gigs, or to break the ice after 9/11. It's barometer. It's a turkey temperature taker. It's the culture's rectal thermometer? I don't know. But here's some notes. One, show, don't tell. Just describe what the performers are doing. Make like it's just part of the act. Don't call forth expectations. Do not give it to yeah, that's it. Nice try. I'm going to another universe where another you is about to do something. See ya. You shoot yourself in the head, and Norton, after a moment, silence goes. Ta-da! Very appropriate music there. Didn't realize. To identified artists, they look at him blankly. He speaks louder out of nervousness, and if that isn't enough, it's called the aristocrats. Now he gets nothing from them. Okay, take two.
It starts with my 10-year-old daughter, obviously a virgin,
Obviously.
and I violate her in every way
Aww.
imaginable. I have
Aww.
dressed as a priest.
Aww.
The only validation she has is that despite I've done terrible things, I took her innocence.
Eh.
Well, you respond that certainly is graphic, but I don't know how it translates into stand-up. Stepdaughter interrupts. Hey.
Let her speak. Oh, God! Well, I think it's for the best.
You know that act, the aristocrats? You smile and think of the old-timey joke that was popular amongst comedians back in the 1890s. It's an old-timey joke for old-timey people. Kat Metzger's last joke, 1901. Have you heard the one about what's the difference between a caravan of tumblers and a caravan of acrobats? Hold on, I've heard this one.
1001 retellings. That reminds me of this time when this guy told me the same story.
The difference between a caravan of tumblers and a caravan of acrobats is that the tumblers are all ran by monkeys, and the acrobats are all ran by queers.
Oof.
A dry and crumbly voice squeaks out from behind you. Stop it, that's my joke. I made that up in 1901.
Senator Thurmond, please wait your turn. I'm dying to hear about your act, but not now. Sorry, I'm trying to smush flies. A once darling Broadway singer and vaudevillian star who has had a long and varied career, now in her 70s, tells the old man as she impatiently taps her foot, "Fuck you, cunt-face." His trembling finger, with an arthritic knuckle, points at her as he slowly shuffles to a chair at the back of the room. Extremely bitter that his last joke, or any joke for that matter, did not get a laugh. Take three.
It starts with my 10-year-old daughter, obviously a virgin, and I violate her in every way imaginable.
Because
I
the
have
step
dressed
count.
as a priest. The only
That's the,
validation she has is that despite I've done
step
terrible
counts.
things, I
But
took her innocence.
The daughter and the stepdaughter
Well,
are
you
different
respond
people.
that certainly is graphic, but I don't know how it translates into. Why don't you just tell him about our act? Norton to his stepdaughter, mind your manners, young lady. He addresses you, let me put it to you this way. I open with a joke about a priest, a little girl, and her heavily made up and provocatively dressed mother. He begins his act.
Okay. This better go somewhere fast. This better counteract itself when it gets horrible. It better outrace its racism. Outclass its classism.
A priest, a public school boy, and a priest's daughter are going ice skating. It's about 10 below, but with the wind chill it feels like 50 below. The tiny cabin they build almost justifies the expensive price tag on this trip. And it's pretty cramped. So after a couple hours, first thing in the morning, the priest wakes the boy and goes, "Get up. Get up."
Oh Lord. Does one of them end up skiing in a dream? I don't know.
There are frosted flakes in the truck. Go get some and hurry back, because I'm going to do unspeakable things to your teacher. Ron earns our tears of laughter rolling down her face. You try to maintain your demeanor but a grinning can't be helped. You call it a laughter, but it's only a smirk. I buried the lewd, says Norton turned director. They use grade school children in prison.
The lead? You buried the lead? That's good to know that we
Hence,
advanced
teacher.
prison
Well,
technology. Yeah. I was gonna ask what it was called, but fuck it. Get out. All of you. Get out. I've got another universe to go to. One more, I'm not the butt of a very horrible fucking joke. I'll be in my quarters. Let Charles know I want an assistant more like himself and less like the gargoyles and adjacent desks. Goodbye. Door slams shut. And silence. Then bam. Then deep thud. I like how I use suicide as empowered agency. Uh-oh, Charles' head is rolled to a stop in front of your feet. A stab in the back after all. Literally. Fitting in for a backstabber. Well, hey, no reason for you to stick around now. You don't need to be responsible. Remember, happily ever after is just another illusion. Another fairy tale crueler than Grimm's. Oh, crueler, not crueler. That door hasn't held anything back, and that Charles is dead wasn't your fault. Happy ending. Yay, no need to pay the price for damages. Okay, no trial.
It's called The Smith Family and it's a political satire mocking the Bush family. I play George Sr. and Barbara played by my wife Debbie, Carla plays George Jr., Tim plays Jeb, and Tom plays Neil Manless, who is a corporation's shell. AHHH George and Barbara Bush. He used to be the head of the CIA. Exclaims Carla. Carla, shut up, mutters George.
Alright. Oh! Okay, that's a little too high concept. my right hand just decides to do things. I think this is take 5.
So there's these two guys, right? And the first one lays down on this buttered up piece of glass. The other one stands behind him, holding onto his ankles so he won't fall backwards. The first one tries to pull forward while the second one pulls back, so the two of them are wrestling on this slippery piece of glass. Meanwhile, a really fat guy crawls around under the glass on his hands and knees and licks up all the butter. It's called the Rounds of Applause Generation, a play on poorly attended performances. Your smile fades as you rub your eyes. Norton, no. Just, no. Norton frowns. Oh come oh hey. You don't think it could kill someone if the performers were whipped thin? No? You just said a fat guy was down there.
Sorry, I'm just looking. I was going to try to do a reference to a performance artist. If he's listed here, not Lee Christ. What's his name? Ron Athley. No, that's too late. Where's the Rounds of Applause Generation? Alright, well.
It's called The Smith Family and it's a political satire mocking the Bush family.
That. I didn't even bother to tell myself that time. I can just leap. Oh Lord.
The Big Sloppy, a mud wrestling musical spectacular starring 6 scantily clad mud ladies covered in mud slopping all over the ring, into the audience, and the wrestlers themselves.
You go on.
You go on.
Now it's better inflection.
Ian, well, it's called Get Mary Jane Supovich to play the lead. You ask, how does the rest of the act go? Ian, the song just repeats over and over. Get Mary Jane Supovich to play the lead. Get Mary Jane Supovich to play the lead. Set to music. The end. You reply, what does this have to do with mud wrestling?
And is that the whole of the lyrics? Or is there more? Punchy. Yep, that's the whole lyrics, the entire song, lyrics and music. So, plea to get that no good filthy hillbilly to play the lead. Me, you go. Are you sure it's not Get Mary Jane Supovich the Lede? Rebuttal 2, get more incest. You go, are you sure it's not Get a Grip? Rebuttal 3, 3 ninjas down. You go, are you sure it's not Get a Rope? Rebuttal 4, Regis has dreads. You go, Are you sure it's gonna get a room? Let's see where this goes. This seems like the pathway to another song. Why do we do this? And I'm thinking the AI is gonna go, I don't know what to do now. You go, are you sure it's not Get a Life? Rebuttal 6, Cowboy Magic Showers. You go, are you sure it's not Get a Grip? Oh god. And Rebuttal 7, I killed my brother. Are you sure it's not Get Ahead? Rebuttal 6, Earl lost the cuffs. I can see Steven Sondheim writing this. I can see Madeline Kahn singing. Oh wait, it's okay, now we're good. Rebuttal 9. It's gonna break, I think. Or it's gonna go tighter loop. It's gonna go a tighter loop. Riley wears short shorts. Like an SG burger. 10 hours of Power Ranger violence. Quote, Mom home by 12. Double PI. Let's just see how far this goes. Or Goblin Pie. Would be a goblin getting into the mathematics of, okay. How to expand this. Naruto Wow, Scooby-Doo Punch, Tech Supervich has scurvy, Charles II died in Rome, is your refrigerator buzzing? I ask. You go, are you sure it's not getting more money? Wow. This reminds me of when I set the random to 0.7 and I had to work a printer and it said, press A to learn how to refill the toggle. Press B in order to, and it went on and on and on and on. Press AA to, the Beatles are Sgt. Pepper's band. You go, are you sure it's not Get Some Sunshine? Puddle 20, I hate when that happens. It fell off a truck. Do you have any reasons? I shot your dad. Canada destroys America. Are you sure it's not God Bless? Sure it's not Bikram Yoga. Tame and Paula is the new Allman Brothers. I quit bingo to do meth. Ned's a fag. Pluto is better than Mars. And Frank's attic, sad. Staples, The Office, Destructor. This is like Larry King sayings now. And Frank's attic, sad, sad. I visited it. Nolan gets the handicap discount. Oh, dude. I'm not lying. I swear. My desk. Chardonnay made in Mexico. Dunkin' Donuts. Cobs love their fillings. The Hills have contraceptives. That car saved Adolf Jew. Well, I hope that means inner child. We don't work here. Don't play with matches. I banged your mom, wink. Which means that by banging your mom, I mean something else. Can I has $20? Spell England. Go context. Queer and loving in Los Alamos. Las Quintas. Queer and loving in La Quinta. Perfect. And he stops. You go, are you sure it's not Get a Better Joke? There I go. Stoking things. Rebuttal 49, when seconds count, police are minutes away. But there's no ducks about. The pungent aroma of the lower middle class. Beethoven's deaf. Bow. Words. I would like to think that the identity just has these in his pocket. Just in case. Strawberry, strawberry, oh what an impression. Imitating terrible paper. Why must we invent things? John Goodman is alive? well, that's disability slander. Beethoven, Big Bow. 71 Octobre. 71 Octobre. I gotta Google that. The swan ate my dick. Beasley the Biff. Retort. I took shits with more substance than this. Please pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. This one goes up to 11. Y'all's evil. I think we are focus grouping every single possible audience member in existence. Fucking media, pre-Marshall Heath, shitting on the South, man. Does this unit have a soul? 4 out of 3 Jews agree. Whoa. Is this how you gotten your neck capited in fuckage? We, didn't play our songs in C. It's not as bad as it sounds. Elvis lives. Bonus, a jump cut occurs in which Elvis is standing before you mid-song. Nice tits, wanna kill them? That's retarded. Pat Robertson sounds reasonable. Or Pat Robertson sounds reasonable. What happens if I can't find more cops? We did an album of just chipmunk punk. This is like neutron dense, like a laugh-in. The players bursting out of like the holes in the side. I mixed it down on my laptop. You look like that creepy sighted not in the choosing. Because of vaudeville and yeah. Aladdin's a mule driver, like his dad. A little line borrowed from Queensryche. Aladdin's a mule driver. Bob Marley's alive now. Twix and heroin. Not even 1 cent. Okay, 80. How long does it go? It's gonna go forever. This is Sisyphus's new task. How many versions of this piece of shit does this database have? Fucking with My Head by O.C. Smith in the Church of Fudge. Fuck the Hindenburg, the Titanic sucked dick. And after the song, we'll be back with more. And after the song, we'll be back with more. And it's gonna repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat. And BBS shitting. One time we were playing to a sold out crowd. Werewolf. Does he eat grass? Showing height in surrealistic ways instead of your words. He beats his height by kneeling down on one leg. Fuck that. Fuck that. He's still pretty short. The end? He'd be like at shoulder height on an orc. When he stands next to the high-speed rail, he's as tall as the first carriage. That train is more like 4 carriages. Fuck that, he's still pretty short. Be like... That shoulder height on an orc. Well, that's a freight train, Tar. That even taller. That'd be like shoulder height on 3 orcs. No, that's freight, you tart. Fuck that. He's still pretty short. He'd be like shoulder height on him. Fuck you, he's as tall as a carriage. Slow movement into like Chicago Bears fans. Fuck that. He'd still be pretty short. He'd be like at shoulder height on him. Fuck. You're 5'2". That's just because you're a little bitch. He'd be shoulder height on an orc. Fuck you, I'm 6'2". No, you're 5 foot, 6.5 inches. Wow. It's gotten petty. That'd be like a knee height on an orc. You're lucky I'm in God mode. Fuck that. He's still pretty short. He'd be like shoulder height on an orc. No, you're lucky I don't drive down to Portland and kick the ever-loving fuck out of you. Fuck that. He's still pretty short. He'd be like... it's the momentum of it is so... That's shoulder height on an orc. But you'd still be shorter than me. Fuck that. He'd still be pretty short. He'd be like shoulder height on an orc. That's rich. Has he ever thought about investing in height increasing drugs for you? 6 foot tall. Still under average. But he... "6'0" is just once in a bloody best billion inches away from 6 feet, you very, very stupid man-child. Fuck that. He's still pretty short. He'd be like a shoulder height. And still money. Fuck that. He's still pretty short. He'd be like a shoulder height for an orc. Okay. I think it's done now. Maybe E is one for end. I write a children's alphabet book, and you people turn it into filth. Fuck. Now to go, buy a new keyboard. The one I'm writing on right now has shit all over it. Thanks. Okay, palette cleanser. We just need one more, just a palette cleanser. Wow. That? No, that was the... That was the right guy. Computer's president.
It's called the live sex act. The what? What is this shit? You dumb fuck, it's called the live sex act. How do you think we get 5 people up on stage? The live sex act. It goes like this.
It better be a misnomer.
An older, unattractive but courtly gentleman comes out. He's our dad. Dad goes on to introduce a chubby, stoic-looking younger than average man that is his son. Everyone applauds. Then the son goes up to introduce an equally chubby sensual blonde that is his wife. She does a sexy dance, putting on her sexuality for all it's worth. The room ahs.
Okay. Sorry, I had to shift something in my mask. Okay. I'm not thrilled. I'm not excited. Maybe I'm just tired.
Then the husband goes up to introduce a tall, gorgeous blonde woman. She does a dance that is more gross than sensual. The room mucks. Then the wife goes up to introduce a short brunette with curly hair and a dumb look on her face. She does a refined dance that's very graceful and beautiful. The crowd oops.
This is kind of hard to keep track.
Then the dumb-looking younger man goes up to introduce a tall, classically beautiful ebony-skinned naked woman with an amazing body and large breasts. She does a wild dance that's filled with eroticism. The room woos. Then the dumb-looking younger man and the tall ebony woman whore each other out in front of the crowd.
Oh, they mutually, they like try to enforce a living wage, each of them. I assume.
Everyone all woos. The whole show is filled with naked people in acts of wild, sometimes unconventional sex. The audience sees everything. There's nothing cut out. It gets rated XY 18+. The idea sounds terrible and very unpleasant to you. But you aren't allowed to speak negative thoughts, so you simply say, "That sounds edgy," and hope he doesn't try to pitch it to you. Surprisingly, he changes the subject by asking,
that could have been my opportunity to change the subject. I choose not to because I'm tired.
"So have you heard about the Hunger Game gig? Which one, the second one or the third one?" He explains, "The third one." His voice has a solemn but excited tone. From what I've heard, some of the footage from the second movie got leaked online due to a hacker gaining access to the security camera footage.
This is going off the rails. We'll see.
Some of it is really gruesome. Lots of people die in violent ways.
I sure hope so.
You don't really want to think about it, but you did hope you got the job, if only because it meant time off worldly bride and would let you afford to move out. So you just say, "Oh." That's good. You can sense that something is wrong, and out of politeness you ask, "Wait, are you booked for it or something?" Your agent is speechless for a moment, before saying "No, but I wish I was," and laughing. You join in half-heartedly, before saying, "I should go now. Goodbye."
Goodbye. I can just do one more. I'll just not fuck it. Not give a fuck. If they say the title in front of it, we're gonna go by. We're gonna go by for tonight. And now that's a vocabulary baby.
It's called Itsy Bitsy Spider, but at every chorus, the guitarist scales a female naked and begins to pee on her. You'll love it. That sounds great. Where's your wife, you ask. Sigh, you know how I hate taking Amy to auditions, he answers mournfully before telling you that she is in the waiting room. Send her in, I'd love to see what she does.
You... I feel like I hate you. Alright, send them in.
Looks like we'll be pushing your show to next season due to a knife fight over an African-American collared shirt between Dusty and Bear, but you and Amy will have a chance to shine then.
What?
You nearly have Amy ears. She seems nervous as she stands in front of you. Have you ever done anything like this before? You ask her. She quickly responds.
That obtuse racism just trained to me in the last bit of energy. That's gonna be a good night. Let's end on a tired, anticlimactic note. Perfect for us.